Welcome back to the channel. I think it's time that we do a tour. Everyone who has done a YouTube channel on fishing usually does a house tour, and we haven't done that yet. So I think we should show you all the updates on all of our awesome tanks.
I think that's what they are. Purple Dragon Mosaic Guppies. This is a breeding pack from our local fish shop called Fish Happens. And when I say breeding pack, that means it has 2 males and I believe 4 females. And one of our males sadly has passed away, but there are some fry in the tank, which is a great sign. Now, since this is a breeding tank, it's typically not landscaped, but we do have a few plants in there to make the guppy fry feel safe. Next, we have this amazingly scaped 20 long tank for our Blue Dream shrimp. I love this tank because of that slope down. It's so beautiful. In this tank, we have a lot of plants, as well as some amazing oak and mulberry leaves that our shrimp just love to eat. All the plants included are purple swords, hairgrass, crypts, and even rotala.
Hey, are you enjoying this content? Well, then you should subscribe and turn on bell notifications so that way you can keep up with us.
Now this is a beautifully scaped 10-gallon tank, which includes Lagwigia, Monte Carlo, Anubias, as well as some tiny little shrimp inhabitants. But actually, the shining star is Sonic, our blue beta, who has the cutest little personality, and he likes to swim around and discover every little thing in this tank. We also have this crazy coolie loach, also known as the danger noodle. Next, we have this 36 bow front tank that includes rotala, a huge anubias, some crypts, and even some java moss growing on that log. I personally love the pink and red rocks because they match our platys. These are red tiger platys, and I get so much enjoyment out of them. You can see them from across the room. And with them, I always recommend in every tank that you should have a cleanup crew. So here we have a pleco and a snail, just kind of cleaning up everything.
Before we go any further, I just wanted to let you know these next few tanks are on what's called a racking system. We got our racking system at a hardware store, and it is weighted so that it can hold all of the tanks plus the water. And there's quite a few of them that can be put on there. It helps keep everything really organized.
Transitioning over to our racking system, this 10-gallon has bristle nose plecos in it, and they are growing out. As well as I tried to catch the tiniest little glimpse of these electric blue acara fry that are also growing out in this tank. Moving on, these are our largest fry. These are our electric blue acara fry. They're about 1 inch long, and they're getting all of their beautiful colors starting to come in. And at this stage, they're no longer fry. They're called juveniles. As we continue on our racking system, we come to our variety pleco tank, and we call it that because there are 3 varieties. 2 longfin albinos, a bristlenose, and lemon blue-eyed plecos inhabit this tank. Up next are our polar parrot cichlid fry. We have their parents in another tank that we'll show you soon. And I love all the different designs that their tails have. It's just so cute. In this 40-gallon breeder, we have our electric blue Acara parents. And as you can see, Mama is protecting her babies on her rock, but some of them have some fungus. We did have some that made it and are free swimming. We do have to keep Papa separate or he will eat the babies. Coming in at number 10 is our fancy guppy tank. This tank is absolutely bursting with life, and I love to watch them swim. They are so active. And as you can see, it is fully planted with swords, crypts, anubias, and a pleco that is breeding in its little tunnel.
If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Could you also subscribe?
Moving on to tank number 11, these are our polar parrot juveniles, and these are the largest juveniles that we have. Our last tank on our rack is our angel tank and our snail tank. There are quite a few snails in this tank, and of course, angels are quite shy, so it's really hard to get a good shot of them, but they are so beautiful. They will be getting a tank of their own soon.
Now that we have completed all of the tanks on our racking system, you'd think we'd be done, right? We actually have some more tanks to show you, and these next two tanks are such cute little tanks. They were tanks that we did for our kids. Each one of them got their own little tank setup, and if you'd like to see those tank setups, I'll link them in the description below.
So this tank is my daughter's tank, and that is her betta fish named Cosmo, and he is an absolutely gorgeous betta fish. We do have some anubias, a smaller sword, and some rotala in this tank. And if you wanted to know what a $50 fish looks like, this is it. He is our most expensive fish. Naturally, the next tank would be my son's tank, and this is his betta named Amy. It is a male betta, so we joke and call him Armando, but we love his fins. They are absolutely gorgeous. And this tank also has some crypts and some anubias, and each child got an anubias in a little terracotta pot. This tank holds our polar parrot cichlid parents. And currently this mama is protecting her fry, and so it leaves daddy to hide back behind the rocks. And when these two have fry, they do tend to dig and pull plants. So we do have some anubias and some vallisneria, but most of the other plants have been torn out. Last but certainly not least is our 75-gallon planted tank. This tank has 3 swords, several anubias, as well as lots of hardscape that actually creates little caves for our cichlids to dwell in. And we have never had a problem with the plants in our tank being dug out. There is some digging, but our cichlids really enjoy having these plants to hide in. And this tank has been established for over 2 months.
So, which tank was your favorite tank in the list? I personally cannot choose a favorite. I love them all. Now, if you're interested in seeing some more tank builds or some more information on aquatic plants, I'm going to link a couple videos down in the description below, and you could check those out. I hope you all enjoyed this tour of all of our tanks. Please let me know what you'd like to see down in the comments, and we will see you in the next one.